Fasten your seatbelts for one of the great divisional rivalries in the NFL. This is the first of 2 games between these teams this year, and you know it's going to be entertaining. It's the Jaguars going up against the Titans. With that, let's get up to Tennessee. We're standing by in Nashville, our Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Larry. We welcome everyone to the Music City, just a stone's throw from the Country Music Hall of Fame. We are at Nissan Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Tennessee Titans. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Mariota on 1st down. The catch is made by Kendall Wright. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 1st down coming there on the intermediate passing play. That's been a point of emphasis, they told us in practice, using those medium routes to keep the defense off balance.
And it wasn't just them telling us. We got to watch them practice it and work on it because they've been trying to fine-tune it and get it right before this game. And I think they have to be happy with the result.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3. Offensive starters, here they are. And Delaney Walker, Charles, it's a guy that you and I said we wanted to discuss a bit.
Yeah, and we should, because remember, he came out of college as a wide receiver, so he's one of the early guys to move from a wide receiver position to tight end and still run routes as if he were a wide receiver. An excellent target.
3rd and short yardage. Mariota escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And it appears they'll go for it here on 4th down. A big call on the game's opening drive. Now Mariota on 4th down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. They'll come out in the pistol.
Here we go now. Green, 90. Green, up.
And they'll run it here. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
And when you're trying to set up a counter play, that's what a lot of people call an influence play. You're really hoping those defensive linemen are really agile that day. If they stayed out late the night before the game and they're not moving as fast, it's a lousy call because that means they're just going to sit in the hole that you hope to create just by the movement of your offensive line.
And this is taken in at the 5. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Will Fuller, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jags have taken the early lead. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
1st down, Mariota. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 11 yards on the pickup, and that'll be good for a Tennessee first.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Trying to force it to his tight end, Walker, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, get into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
Pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And if this offense is going to flow today, certainly the running back will be a key piece.
Without a doubt, because they asked their runner to not just do that, but to block, to catch, to help set a tone for their offense.
Out left side here to Bryant. It's a gain of 14 down 2-14.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Here's Bortles to throw. Bryant with a catch right side. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. And this time they go underneath for a simple pitch and catch.
And not only do you get the pitch and catch, Brandon, but you're able to keep the receiver moving when you hit him with the drag route.
They fake the handoff. Now Bortles. His pass caught at the 4. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll He'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Out come the Titans now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And we take you through the starting defense for Jacksonville.
Dante Fowler missed his rookie season due to injury. So good to have him back on the field. A terrific combination of speed and strength.
A second down throw here for Mariota. Over the middle, Sharp's got it complete. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's fourth down. On fourth down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. Back deep is DeAnthony Thomas. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 11 on the gain there, and it'll give the Jags a first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
His throw incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, and now it's second down. The starting defense for the Titans.
When Brian Orakpo was born, there was no doubt that with that name, he was going to be a defensive player and a good one. He knows how to get to quarterbacks.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. Again, we'll see the pistol here.
Here we go. Green, 90.
And on the ground they go with a running back. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
Third down and 8 now. Throwing his Bortles on third down. And he finds Julius Thomas. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across. Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it first and 10. On first and 10, here's Bortles. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Three yards remaining here on second down. Bryant, the lone receiver, left.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
Now Bortles throwing on second down. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Here we go. Green, 90.
Bortles now on first down. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Shift together here from the D-line. Now they try the right side here. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. So there you go, holding by the offense, and that'll push him back.
Changes everything now as you try and figure out what your playbook has for you. Longer yardage situations, tougher to execute and pick up first downs.
Now Bortles again. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. 10 yards still left on second down. Back near his goal line, Mariota. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
And that's why defensive coaches preach swarming to the football. It's usually going to take more than one guy to get that big man down.
And it did right there. Multiple broken tackles, but they eventually get him down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. So much like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up in the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10. They come up in an offset eye. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
There's so many definitions of a complete back. I think most people think a guy who can block, a guy who can catch, and a guy who can run. But how about when you put it all together as a runner and you can fake people out, you can be shifty, and also run with some power and break tackles, as we just saw on that pickup.
Mariota now on second down. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's got some breathing room. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. But it looked like the Titans were able to recover, and indeed, they will keep possession of the ball.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
Now we've got movement up front. I think this is going to be on the Titans. Here we go on 1st and 15. They'll try to throw now. Mariota Got a man right side. It's Sharp. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. First and goal at the 3-yard line now. Now they'll run it on the toss. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
There's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
Brief break in the action here. Back to Tennessee after this. They come out here in the I. Now a second down throw for Mariota. Buying time to his left. Trying for right, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner.
And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So 2nd and 10 here. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
There we go. Green, 90. Green, 90. Z.
Back near his goal line. Here's Bortles. He's got a man. Complete. The 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. Will Fuller, 96 yards. And the Jaguars had 6 to their lead. And I think it's safe to say we won't call many touchdown passes longer than that this year, partner.
No, I would agree with that totally. And right now, you're looking at an offensive coordinator. Conservative would not go next to his name. Risk taker, definitely, because he valued the opportunity to create a big play against what could have been disaster if they end up getting sacked or fumbling the ball in the shadow of their own goal line.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite at that level and not at that age. But I was
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
A first down throw for Mariota. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
Flushed out right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's 2nd down.
Watch his leg. Watch his leg. Watch his leg. One. Tighten up.
A 2nd down throw here for Mariota. And he's going to be taken down. Back across midfield, just across midfield at the 49. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Hey, right.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Mariota now from the 50. And he's got his man in stride, complete. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's Brett Kern now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And the offense will come back onto the field with a 1st and 10. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
They go play action here on 1st down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. Will Fuller as the first half is winding down. And the Jaguars add on to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late in the half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
Partner, that type of a lead, and they're going to fake it from the 15 to try and pick up a 2-point play instead of kicking it through the posts. Come on, man. Put that in mothballs. Come on. Come on. Don't do that.
Put that in mothballs?
Yeah, preserve that for it. That's an ancient relic, faking it. I can understand. You want to rub it in a little. You fake it when you snapped it from the 3. But from the 15... mothball that bad boy, just like my grandmother had.
Yeah,
in her attic, the stuff she used to preserve.
Did the same. It smelled terrible. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. And now the rookie's free. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And to give this time to the tailback. So and apparently that's all, Larry. So much for the halftime report. We'll see you in the postgame. We're ready to get to the 3rd quarter. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups.
We're trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Following throwing the interception here. Mariota. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
On second down, Mariota again. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. And he's been one of their few bright spots here this afternoon.
And as you pointed out, so far he's gotten his. That's not been the issue at all. But the teammates, the other guys, they've been shut down. That's why the defensive guys have to feel pretty good, even though he's over 100 yards.
Yeah, he topped 100 with that last catch. And he locates Walker, complete. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third. Just a heck of a catch. How does he make that play?
I wish I knew, and I wish I had his athleticism because his ability to go up and contort his body in so many ways and still come down with the catch, phenomenal.
Throwing, Mariota. He's going to let this one go deep. This is caught inside the 15. A pickup there of 36. And it's good enough for a Tennessee first down.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
Mariota on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. If you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that. I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Now Mariota, and he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up fourth down. Here's Ryan Sukup for the Titan field goal. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And Sukup will put this one right through, and that will narrow this, if that's even the right word, to a 30-point deficit. Well, I guess we're at the stage here where they wouldn't say no to any points, but I don't think field goals are what they're looking for here in the second half.
I don't either, Brandon. When you're down as much as they are, that's a sign of a head coach waving the white flag to me.
The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one. And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
They fake the handoff. Now Bortles. Caught out left side by Robinson. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar in some discomfort down there on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Throwing on first down is Bortles. To the right side here, the tight end Thomas. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and putting the ball in the end zone, throwing it, You had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys. They've been getting carved up in this one. To finally knock him on the ground and force an incompletion, that's got to be a sigh of relief.
Over the middle, it's Thomas. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Another pistol look here.
Here we go.
Bortles now on 1st down. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Bortles. It's complete to Fuller. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Here we go now.
Bortles again here on 2nd and 10. Thomas has got it. Complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. They come out here in the eye. And they'll go with the ground attack here. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they
flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. That's caught. It's Thomas. 7 yards on the play, and the decision to go for it pays off. They've got a 1st and goal.
Do the sportsmanship rules still apply as they did when we were kids, or has that changed over time?
That just straight rubbing it in. You fake when you're up by this margin? Yikes.
I wonder if we'll hear an explanation later about, well, you never know about total points in a game, and, you know, over the season, could that be a tiebreaker? And
yeah, the head coach handshake could be a quick blow-by.
No doubt about it. Could be lucky if it is a quick blow-by.
And this seemingly endless drive continues. Bortles to throw on 2nd down. And his throw is incomplete. Des Bryant, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. This is turning into a bit of a death march here, the 13th play of this drive. An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal. Bortles now on 3rd and goal. And this is going to be incomplete. And that was incomplete, but I don't know how much of that falls on the quarterback. He was pressured.
Brandon, the rush showed up so fast, the quarterback had no chance to get the ball downfield.
So on 4th down, on comes the Jaguars' Jason Myers now for the field goal try. This is an easy one, 23-yarder. And Myers able to knock it through. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So a 15-play drive. Can't believe that only resulted in 3, but it did.
That is somewhat amazing, isn't it? When you hold the ball that long, run offense that well, yet only put 3 points on the board, it has to be a little bit of a disappointment, doesn't it?
Has to. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jonathan Cyprien. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So after the INT, it's Bortles. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Here we go now.
Bortles will try again on 2nd down. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. On 2nd down, here's Bortles. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
And they're going to go soft on the corners. On 3rd and long, it's Bortles. Now he's hit, and Bortles fumbled. It's loose. And fortunately, he's able to reel it back in, but it's going to go down as a big loss here on the play. Here's Brad Nortman now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Taking it about the 16. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it?
And he's going to be taken down. He's sacked on the final play of this 3rd quarter. And the offense now will try to regroup after the sack on 2nd down. On 3rd down, Mariota. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
Here's Thomas. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
12 yards on the return that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Now a handoff looking right. Takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back. A nickel set shown by the Titans on third down.
Thinking pass. Bortles. He's going to air one out. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Oh, and you just can't do that. 15 yards on the roughing the kicker call.
Absolutely inexcusable. The kicker's in a defenseless position, and he just gets taken out.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Now Bortles throwing on second down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Pushing him away.
Popped it right out there.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And some room to roam now. And he cuts it out left sideline. Room ahead. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are pouring it on. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Titans getting set to go. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that? And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there. With his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And his kick is right through. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you've got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Mariota now on 2nd down. And my goodness, another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Now they'll run it on the taunts. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
As I watch that play unfold, stereotypes are being broken left and right. As a corner, you're often back there guarding against the pass. But how about that diagnosis and read and getting into the backfield and making a nice play and a tackle?
And some space here. Cuts it out here, left sideline. Fights off another.
I think the second tackler would have learned from the first.
They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw 2 tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and he ran the ball successfully behind that power set. And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see 2 tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully.
And they'll go on the ground. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Oh, here we go.
They go back to the air here after the INT. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. It'll go as a gain of 10 there. And the Titans are going to have a first. And on that last catch, Charles, he tops the 150-yard mark. It's one thing when your wideout gets that. When your tight end gets it, it's quite another.
We keep seeing the evolution of that position, don't we? Where we've seen where it's gone from strictly as a blocker to a guy who caught a few passes to now an integral part of the passing game, sometimes the primary receiver, because a lot of these guys have wide receiver skills, and we're seeing that on display here. Just think about the guys of the past looking back at this game and saying, sure wish that was me. I'd love to have gone out for those types of passes.
They come up in an offset eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a third and about 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Now they'll run it on the toss. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
Desperation time. Mariota on 4th down. And this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. They come into enemy territory, and I don't care what the matchup is in the National Football League. You're up like this late in the game on the road. This feels pretty good.
Oh, it feels fantastic. Anytime you get a road victory in the NFL, that's a big-time accomplishment, and to do it this convincingly, that just tears up the script that every home team has, which is nobody comes into our house and pushes us around. They took care of business today.
Yeah, they pushed around, and now the final stages of this one. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack, and on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. And now here's a carry heading left. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by Sean Spence. So back-to-back plays here where he couldn't get anything on the ground. Now you face a 3rd and 10 and assume you're going to try to pass it, right?
I would think so, because you've tried to run the ball, and really it doesn't matter who got the ball on the play because there was no space to go. So I think you step back, throw the ball to try and pick up the 1st down.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of